From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Emily Joveski. Public Safety Minister Dominic LeBlanc says federal departments are reviewing how two men with suspected links to a terrorist group abroad were allowed into Canada. A 62-year-old man and his 26-year-old son were arrested in Richmond Hill, Ontario last week and face 9 different terrorism charges, including conspiracy to commit murder on behalf of the Islamic State terror group. Conservatives are demanding that the federal government tell Canadians what they know about how the father made it into the country despite suspected links to a terror group. The Canadian government has updated its travel advisory for the United Kingdom due to a rash of ongoing demonstrations in that country.
It says visitors should exercise a high degree of caution in the country and takes note of demonstrations and violent clashes between protesters and police over the past week. Violent disorder has been driven in part by misinformation on social media that fueled anger over a stabbing rampage at a dance class north of Liverpool that killed 3 children. False rumors spread online that the suspect was a Muslim asylum seeker has led to attacks on immigrants and mosques in the UK. Lisa Laporte, The Canadian Press.
Calgary Mayor Jyoti Gondek says 16 more problem spots have been identified in a major water main. She says repairs are expected to take 4 weeks, and city and area residents will have to resume indoor and outdoor water restrictions as of August 26th. A June 5th rupture flooded one neighborhood and forced the entire city to cut its water use by 1/4. Indigenous communities in northern Alberta will share $12 million over the next 10 years to try to pinpoint whether contaminants from the oil sands are making their people sick. Mikisew Cree First Nation Chief Billy Joe Takaru says his community had already made the decision to pay for a health study if the federal government didn't fulfill its promise to do so.
We know that there is something going on in this community. We can't pinpoint it or anything in regards to what's actually going on. It's something that should have been done 32 years ago, maybe 40 years ago, pre-development. But now this is a good starting point for us.
Studies have shown higher rates of cancer and unsafe levels of arsenic, mercury, and other pollutants in water, sediment, fish, and wildlife in the Lake Athabasca region, but no studies have connected the two. And a deadly Listeria outbreak has been linked to plant-based milks produced at one production line at an Ontario factory. The Canadian Food Inspection Agency says the contamination happened at a third-party beverage packaging facility in Pickering used by Danone Canada. Health officials have confirmed 18 cases of listeriosis linked to certain Silk and Great Value brand plant milks, including 2 deaths in Ontario. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, Alicia Newman has won Canada's first ever Olympic medal in women's pole vault, claiming bronze with a Canadian record height of 4.85 meters. The Delaware, Ontario native finished at the same height as American silver medalist Katie Moon, but had one more missed attempt. Canadian star sprinter Andre DeGrasse won't be defending his Olympic title in the men's 200-meter final after finishing third in his semifinal heat today at 20.41 seconds. The 6-time Olympic medalist also missed the 100-meter final on Sunday, despite recording a season best time of 9.98 seconds. The Toronto Blue Jays are aiming to win 2 in a row tonight when they host the Baltimore Orioles. And second-seeded Americans got off to a good start at the Men's National Bank Open tennis tournament as Tommy Paul and Ben Shelton posted first-round wins today. From the Canadian Press, I'm Emily Joveski.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.